I've seen one guide work successfully with 50 students, and I've seen a guide who works with only 4. So, what's the right number? The right number is not a specific ratio necessarily, but there is a right way of thinking about it. And the right way of thinking about it depends on your budget, your systems, and how much individual guidance you want each student to receive. On the one end, when budget is the primary constraint, I've seen schools co-locate up to 50 students in one room. So way back in 2010, Florida Virtual School helped school districts in Florida, primarily in rural areas, give more students to access to AP courses. And the way they gave students access to these advanced placement courses is that the district would provide the facility and the on-site supervision. And then Florida Virtual School provided the online teachers, the curriculum, the LMS, the grading system, and so forth. And that was how they managed to get so many students into one classroom, getting through those AP courses in a guide type model. A remnant of that model still exists today in what Florida Virtual School calls digital learning labs. It works as a monitoring model, but it is not a high-touch mentoring model. On the other end of the continuum, I'm currently working with a school that only has 4 students per guide. And so these students get deep, daily, personalized coaching, personal writing feedback. They even have customized, personalized swim lessons. So this model really works and is wonderful. It's also extremely expensive. For most micro schools and classrooms, the sweet spot is where one guide can meet with each student for about 30 minutes a week. So if you do the math, that generally ends up being about 15 to 20 students per guide. The idea is to give each student enough time for that individual mentoring and coaching and real relationships while still staying within budget. If you want to increase that ratio of 20 to 1, don't just add more students per guide, but build better systems. So create peer squads of like 3 to 4 students to check in with each other as accountability partners. Recruit grandparents into your classroom or micro school to serve as reading buddies. Use more AI tools and use them better to give really deep, accurate writing feedback. And in general, anytime you want to add more students, create systems that allow for more to be done without that guide sacrificing the relationships with their students. Every time you want to add more students per guide, you must add structure that transfers responsibility to students and away from the adults. The right ratio is more an art than a science. It's about creating a classroom environment that actually works.